Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. Um, Apologies. I'm a little sick right now, so if I sound a bit nasally, then yeah, sorry. You're just gonna have to sit through it, and hopefully it won't be too bad. Today, not really sure what I want to talk about, but I've just kind of turned on the camera and hit record, so we'll think on the fly here. Um, the streak is still alive, still doing hitting the daily goals. Now whether I hit them well or I hit them poorly, um, it's a mixed bag right now. Uh, you know, some some trips to the gym are good, some are pretty bad. Some podcast episodes are good, some are a little sloppy. Some of these videos turn out pretty well. Some, probably like today, uh, aren't gonna be my best work. But the key is just to keep going day after day, you know, and keep the streak alive. Because eventually, if you keep coming back every day, if you keep trying, keep working every day, you're bound to have that good workout. You're bound to put out a good video. You're bound to record a good podcast episode. Um, it's bound to happen at some point. So that's why we keep trying every day. Uh, it just adds up. It just adds up. If there's anything I've learned over the past year and a half, coming up on a year and a half now, it's that showing up every day is what counts more than anything else. Showing up every day is definitely what counts. Um, People might disagree. People might say you burn yourself out that way, but this is how I roll day in, day out. And we chisel away. You chip away at the sculpture, and you don't really see the results day to day, which is tough. Um, it can be disheartening sometimes, um, because the you don't see the results until you do. And I know that sentence sounds really stupid. That probably sounds pretty idiotic, but if you know what I'm talking about, like if you either get what I just said or you don't, you don't see results until you see them. It happens all at once. Like when you're going to the gym, you know, I remember like my first year going to the gym, and I just didn't see any change in my physique. And then one day I just woke up and I looked in the mirror. I'm like, what? Oh, wow. My physique's actually changed quite a bit. So working towards a goal in that sense can be really difficult, uh, because a lot of the time you don't see results day to day. Uh, excuse me. You're almost operating off of blind faith. That's all. Like a lot of the time, that's the point you reach, especially at a low point where you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Uh, you're almost just operating off blind faith that if you keep going, things are gonna get better, and they do. I can tell you from personal experience. Things do get better if you keep trying, uh, and it can be hard to see that, but you almost just have to push through and have the blind faith that things get better. Um, going through going through slumps and going through ruts is, from the outside everybody says, oh, it's not that bad, just grind it out, just be tough and get through it. But when you're actually in it, experiencing it, man, whole different story. Whole different story. It's like extremely difficult because you lose your confidence. You lose. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming up. Excuse me. Hopefully we'll recover from this sickness soon, but you lose confidence, you lose momentum. Uh, you lose you lose the faith in yourself to succeed when you kind of fail over and over and over again. That takes a toll on you mentally. Um, and you don't really understand that unless you've gone through it. And it can be so hard to dig yourself out of that hole, especially if you see people, you know, if you see people moving forward and getting results and moving ahead while you're stuck in a slump. It's really tough. I empathize with anybody going through that situation, but you have to have the faith that if you keep working, things get better. You get better. Your results will improve. But it takes time and it takes patience and it takes perseverance. Uh, three, and that's persevering is something that is without a question, easier said than done. You know, anyone can say, hang in there and don't give up, but a lot harder thing to actually do once the tough times come around. So, yeah, you know, I'm just yapping away. I'm just talking about anything that comes to my mind right now. Uh, I don't know. Is there anything else I want to talk about today? Uh, find your streak. Whether it's daily gym visits, whether it's daily videos, uh, whether it's meditating every day, whether it's saying a prayer once a day, find your streak and keep the streak alive. Keep the streak alive, no matter what, day in, day out. That's the only way. That's the only way to roll, is every day, without fail. And what that does for you, the best thing that does for you is you learn you learn how to battle excuses. You learn how to handle the dialogues that your mind creates when you don't want to do things. And you get better and better at winning them. Because, I mean, I've gotten a lot better, and I know when my mind is just being lazy and doesn't want to do stuff, and so it makes up excuses, and you get better at realizing what it's doing, and it's like, nope, you're just being a little lazy bum. Go get done what you said you were gonna get done today. And I'm not perfect. There's still shit. I mean, you can't see it right now, but my room's a fucking mess. I gotta clean my room, and I keep telling myself every day to do it, and I'm just being lazy about it. But today, maybe I'll set a timer for 5 minutes and get a bit of cleaning done. I'm sure that'll make me feel better. Find your streak, keep it alive. Uh, Stop making excuses. They don't do anything for you. They just hold you back. And another thing I'm learning, stop stop defining your own limits. Stop limiting yourself. Stop saying I can't do this. I can't do that. Let God decide your limits. Or the universe, or if you don't believe in God, or you know what I'm talking about. But you don't set your limits. Don't do that. Um, you go out there and you do your best and do what you can do, and then The world will just, the world and God will decide what you're capable of and what your ceiling is. But don't sell yourself short. Don't limit your potential. Um, don't say I can't. Don't say I won't. Like don't say don't limit yourself. You got too much potential to do that, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about for me, at least. Is you know, I don't know what my full potential as a human being looks like, but all I want is to find out. And if I can succeed in doing that, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. If I can max out, if I can maximize what I'm capable of as a human being, then that's a success. Uh, that's what it's all about. Doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter your what your maximum potential looks like and what that is and whether it's higher than somebody else or lower than somebody else. It just matters that you reach it, you know? It just matters that you reach it. Man, I've yapped for a hot minute here. Would you look at that? I just turned on the camera, press record, and we actually got a solid 11, 12 minutes of footage today. And you know what? I'm happy with that. So I think we're gonna call it there. Uh, to the people who continue to watch my videos, uh, I can't express my gratitude enough. Thank you so much for the continued support. I appreciate it so much. So take care, have a fantastic day, keep your streak alive, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Take care.